Sacred Heart High School, Nalasopara West. Subject History. Standard 4. Lesson number 4. Shivaji's childhood. Those were very unsettled days when Shahaji had stopped working for Adil Shah. Adil Shah was quite angry and he sent a huge army to Pune and completely destroyed Pune because it was Shahaji's Jagir. Now Shahaji was really in great trouble. Here Jijabai was pregnant and the great question which worried Shahaji Raje was some place where she could remain in safety and peace. Then he remembered the Shivnari fort and decided to send Jijabai there. Shivnari was the strong fort near Juner in Pune district. Juner is in Pune district. It is one of the oldest cities of India. More than 100 caves are carved out in the mountains around Juner. On 19 February 1630, Jijabai gave birth to a son. Everyone on the fort were overjoyed. Because of goddess Shiva on the fort Shivnari, Jijabai named her child Shivaji. Shivaji's childhood. Now, Shivaji started growing up. Jijabai did not neglect Shivaji's education. Every evening, she would tell the stories of Rama and Krishna and of Bhim and Abhimanyu. Also, she would recite the devotional songs of Namdev, Dhaneshwar or Eknath. Shivaji always felt that on growing up, he should also display valor like them. Children from poor families always comes to play with Shivaji. Sometimes he goes to their huts and shared their simple meal of onion and bhakri. Children of Mavlas imitate the sound of cuckoo or parrots and tigers. Shivaji and his friends played the games like building small forts of earth, making earthen elephants and horses, playing hide and seek, or play with ball and top. Shahaji Raje towards Mughals. Now, here Shahaji Raje returned to Nizamshahi. But there he did not get any peace of mind. Here Nizam Shah was fickle-minded person and always believed all gossips. Now, this led to the killing of Lukrojirao Jadhav openly in the court at the instigation of Nizam Shah himself. Shahaji Raje could not withstand this and left Nizamshahi and joined the Mughals. Shah Jahan, the Mughal emperor, made Shahaji a Sardar at his court. Meanwhile, after joining hands secretly with Mughals, Fateh Khan killed Nizam Shah and was planning to enable the Mughals to swallow Nizamshahi. In return, the Mughals rewarded him with the territory under the control of Shahaji Raje. Shahaji Raje was enraged and so he left services of Mughals. He decided to teach them a lesson. Founding of New Nizamshahi. In order to teach a lesson to the Mughal emperor and Wazir Fateh Khan, Shahaji Raje found a child hire from Nizam's family and on the fort of Pimgiri near Juner declared him as the new Nizam Shah. Thus, he established new kingdom which included the territory between river Godavari and river Nira. Shahaji Raje protected his state. Adil Shah was with him in these efforts. But later, Adil Shah signed a treaty of friendship with Mughals against Shahaji Raje. So in 1636, unwillingly, Shahaji signed a treaty of peace with Mughals. He could not create his own kingdom as the time were not favorable for him. Jijabai and Shivaji in Karnataka. After the downfall of Nizamshahi established by Shahaji Raje, its territory was divided by Mughals and Adil Shah among themselves. Shahaji Raje's Jagir of Pune and Supe lay within Adil Shah's share. He gave it to Shahaji Raje on his behalf. Now, Shahaji Raje joined Adil Shahi services. Adil Shah assigned to him the task of conquering the territories in distant Karnataka, far away from Pune. Sometime after the departure of Shahaji Raje to Karnataka, Jijabai and Shivaji also joined him there. Shivaji's childhood in Maharashtra had been very hectic. He and Jijabai had to rush continuously from one fort to another. At that time, young Shivaji used to hear the stories of the brave deeds of his father. Jijabai and Shivaji got some peace when they arrived in Karnataka. Shahaji Raje defeated many kings in Karnataka. Adil Shah awarded him with the Jagir of Bangalore. Shahaji Raje then made the city of Bangalore his headquarters. Thank you.